Hello, and thank you so much for viewing this presentation on how to write paragraphs. In fact, if you're watching, then you are one of my very special supporters, and I appreciate it. Now, a lot of students might feel that they know how to write paragraphs because a paragraph is a part of an essay. But what I have found as an instructor is that every student needs a little extra help on how to write effective paragraphs, ones that are unified, that make sense, where the ideas flow logically one to another. So that is what you will learn in this lesson on how to write paragraphs. So let's go ahead and get started. What is a paragraph? A paragraph is a group of related sentences that develop one main idea. Paragraphs are units of text that comprise or make up an essay, report, or any other longer piece of writing. And also remember, the paragraphs must be unified and properly organized in order for the entire essay to make sense to the reader. So paragraphs are important because they are the building blocks to your essay or longer report, and if your paragraphs are faulty, then your entire paper will be faulty. So make sure to pay special attention to writing effective paragraphs. All right, let's look at an example of a pretty good paragraph here. You might want to pause the video so that you can read it. Okay, so let's take a look here. Many famous people have suffered from learning disabilities. Inventor Thomas Alva Edison had such severe problems reading, writing, and spelling that he was called defective from birth, taken out of school, and taught at home. Albert Einstein, whose scientific genius awed the world, did not speak until he was 4 and could not read until he was 9. Swimmer Michael Phelps has attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, or ADHD, yet he developed great athletic discipline and won more gold medals than any Olympian in history. So did you know these facts? Very interesting. Now, let's take a look at the arrangement of this paragraph. We have bits of information about 3 different famous people with disabilities. So how do we decide who to mention first? Well, by date of birth, right? So Thomas Alva Edison was born before Albert Einstein, and both of them were, of course, born way before Michael Phelps. So it makes good logical sense to arrange the details chronologically, or by time order, so that the ideas in the paragraph flow logically one to the other. Now, every good paragraph needs to begin with a good topic sentence. In this paragraph, the topic sentence is the very first line. Many famous people have suffered from learning disabilities. I want you to notice that it's general. It's general, and it serves as an umbrella for all of the specific details that come underneath it. So let's take a look at the difference between a topic sentence and a thesis sentence. Okay, so remember, a topic sentence is the first line of a paragraph. A topic sentence is the first line of a paragraph. It is important because it sets up the ideas for the paragraph, or it sets up the main idea for the paragraph, meaning your first sentence should give the reader a hint of what that paragraph is going to talk about. So here's an example of a possible topic sentence. Keeping a journal can improve a student's writing. Okay, keeping a journal can improve a student's writing. The topic sentence is fairly general. So we expect to get more details about how keeping a journal can improve a student's writing, right? One idea, one paragraph. So we're not expecting any other information based on this topic sentence. So it's very focused. Now, the thesis about the iPhone, however, suggests that more than one thing will be discussed regarding that iPhone. This would require a longer piece of writing, such as an essay, and several paragraphs to discuss each creative, innovative way that the iPhone can be used. All right, so here are the basic differences between a topic sentence and a thesis statement. Now let's take a look at an example of an unsupported paragraph. I'm not going to call it a bad paragraph, but this definitely, as you will see, is disjointed and it sort of jumps all around the place. So you might want to pause the video here to read this paragraph for yourself. Okay, let's take a look. My brother got his GED last year, and now he has a good job. I need a good job too. I left high school when I was a freshman and never went back. If I get a GED, my kids will look up to me. If I get a better job, I will make more money. I need money to move to a bigger apartment because my kids are getting older and need more room. Notice the different ideas coming through that are not explained or fully supported. My brother got his GED. He has a good job. I need a good job. So you do have the issue of the job. You have the issue of not completing high school. You have the idea of kids looking up to you. The idea of needing more money to get a bigger place to live. Those are all different, separate ideas that do not connect with one another. What we have is a hodgepodge of bits of information that do not go together, okay? They do not connect properly into a unified paragraph with one main idea. So I want to make sure that you see that. Okay, let's move on. Now here is a better paragraph based on what the writer in the previous paragraph was trying to get at. You might want to take a moment to pause the video here and read this paragraph. Okay, getting a GED will make my life better by improving my career options. With a GED, I can get a better job. At my company, you need a GED or high school diploma to work as a customer service representative. If I get a job as a CSR, I can move out of the warehouse and make more money working in the call center. The increase in my salary will allow me to move into a bigger apartment or a townhouse. Since my kids are getting older, they need more room to finish their homework and entertain their friends. Right now, I can only afford a small 2-bedroom apartment where my 2 children have to share a room. So getting a GED will give me better career choices and help make a better life for me and my children. So this paragraph focuses on career options and gives specific details on how better job prospects will lead to a higher income and eventually a better quality of life for the writer's family. So is this a logical flow of ideas? Get GED, get better job, make more money, better life for kids. Okay, so it seems like a logical flow of ideas here. Now, do all of the sentences in this paragraph relate to how a GED will make life better by improving the writer's career options? Yes, all of the details here support that topic sentence. So a good paragraph, a better written paragraph, will have a very clear topic sentence, and all of the details, all of the sentences underneath it will give specific details further explaining the main idea in that topic sentence. Now let's take a look at these two paragraphs side by side and compare them. We've already read the first one on the left. Remember, that was choppy, that was disjointed. It didn't have any details which fully explained the main idea of the paragraph. This paragraph didn't even have a main idea. Did you notice that? The paragraph on the left does not even have a topic sentence to set up what they specifically want to talk about in the paragraph. Whereas on the right, you have a better written paragraph with more details, a logical flow of ideas. It's very clear and it makes sense. So usually a paragraph is about 5 to 7 sentences long. The supported paragraph on the right has 8. So this is a pretty good rule of thumb to remember. Now, if your paragraph has less than 5 sentences, it is probably unsupported, meaning it does not have enough information in it to clearly express the main point set up in the topic sentence. Let's take a look at the paragraph on the left. Now, this one has 6 sentences, but they do not make sense. They lack a connection. You just have a lot of disjointed ideas that are not focused or fully explained. So it has 6 sentences. The one on the paragraph on the left has 6 sentences, but you have to have sentences in a paragraph that make sense. How about that? And that are unified and that expresses one main idea. So all paragraphs must have a logical flow regardless of the length. So, do you need more? I know you do. Head onto my website at www.easyedits.net. Once again, thank you so much for viewing this presentation, and happy writing.